हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू योर चैनल एजुकेशन प्लाजा। एजुकेशन प्लाजा चैनल में आप सभी का स्वागत है। टुडे इन दिस वीडियो आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट एक्सरसाइज क्वेश्चन आंसर ज्योग्राफी क्लास 7 चैप्टर 2. The name of the chapter is The Earth and the Changes on It. I have already discussed different topics of this chapter as weathering, gradation or gradation, rivers, journey of rivers from mountains to sea. I have also discussed about deltas, formation of deltas, largest delta in the world, then sand dunes, cliff, and different types of soil distribution in different states of India. So now it is the turn of exercise question answer. So if you want to know the details of these topics, you can watch my channel Educational Plaza. I have created playlist chapter wise, and you can go through, you can watch the videos and can get your questions, doubts clear. Today in this video, I will discuss first of all multiple choice questions, then fill in the blanks, then there will be discussion about one word, then short answer question and long answer questions. So first of all, I request you that if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe it, and if you find the video useful, I request you press the like button and also share the video among your friends, and also mention your comment and on which topic you want new videos, which questions or which lessons, history, civic, geography, economics, any doubt you are having, you mention it in my personal WhatsApp number also and in the comment box. So let us begin. See the exercise questions. Class 7 Geography, Chapter 2, The Earth and Changes on It. So first of all, A part, tick correct option, multiple choice. First question, which one of the following is not a human activity? There are 4 choices given. Which one of the following is not a human activity? You have to pay attention. Not a human activity, which is not human activity, which is not done by human, man. Option A, diverse land use. Option B, cleaning of forest. It will be clearing of forest. Third, new human settlements. And fourth, formation of mountains. So A, B, C. I find that all these 3, diverse land use, clearing of forest, new human settlements, these are human activities. Only one activity is here, that is D, formation of mountains. It is not done by human activities. So your correct answer is option D, formation of mountains. Already it is highlighted in yellow color. Second question, which one is a continental glacier? Continental. Siachen? No. B is Antarctica. C is Gangotri. D is Yamunotri. Continental, related to continent. So there is only one option, B, Antarctica. Yes, it is continental glacier. Always covered with ice and snows in the South Pole areas. So first questions, option D is answer, and second question's answer is option B. Now third question, which one of the following features are formed by a river? There are 4 features, out of which you have to select the best option. So which features are formed by river? A. V-shaped valley, meander and delta. B. U-shaped valleys, meander and delta. C. I-shaped valley, cliff and delta. And D. V-shaped valley, meander and sand dunes. You have to find out features of those features which are formed by river, and in that we find best option is A. V-shaped valley by the river, meander also formed by the river, delta also formed by the river, and in other option 1 or 2 are wrong. It is not same. So best option is A, best and correct. Fourth MCQ questions. Which layer of the soil contains humus? Bedrock, weathered rock, subsoil, topsoil. So right answer is topsoil. Yes, humus present in topsoil, which make it fertile. Fertility is increases when humus mixed with upper layer of the soil. So best option and correct option is topsoil. So topsoil contains humus. So question 4 answers option is topsoil D. Fifth number question. Which soil type is capable of retaining moisture and becomes sticky when wet? The soil which has capacity to retain water particles for longer time, and when it get wet, comes in contact of water, it becomes very sticky. That soil you have to find out. Options are A. alluvial soil, B. black soil, C. red soil, and D. laterite soil. So correct option, correct answer, you know it, it is option B, black soil. Yes, सही पकड़े हैं. You are right. Let us move to fill in the blanks. First, fill in the blanks. Organic matter, when it gets decomposed in the soil and converts it into dark colored material. याद आ रहा है चैप्टर्स के अंदर ये सेंटेंस पे हमने स्पेशल अंडरलाइन करवाया था. यस यस, ओके, थैंक यू. Organic matter when gets decomposed. Organic matter, put your attention to that. What is called organic matter? Which get decomposed in the soil and then it convert it into dark colored material. What is called? Yes, humus. Yes, so right answer is humus. So if they fill in the blanks, your answer will be humus. Second, dash soil is found in a large part of country. हमारे देश के ज़्यादातर हिस्सों में, in mostly parts, large part of country, which soil is found? Alluvial soil. Fine, soft and very fertile soil is alluvial soil. Found in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Assam, and coastal plain areas, some areas of Rajasthan, some areas of Gujarat. Third question, dash and dash valleys are formed at the youthful stage of river. जब नदी अपनी जवानी में होता है, यूथ स्टेज में होता है, तो कौन सी वैली, which type of valley it formed? The two types valleys are formed by river. One is I-shaped, another is V-shaped. So in the first I and second V, I and V valleys are formed at the youthful stage of a river. Fourth, a dash is a steep-sided rock facing the sea, in front of the sea, बिल्कुल in vertical direction. It is standing position, steep-sided. That is called cliff. That is called cliff. So right choice word will be cliff. Dash and dash river form the largest delta in the world. The river Ganga and the river Brahmaputra. The Ganga river and the Brahmaputra river form the largest delta in the world. I have already discussed in the chapter, and I will also show you delta formation pictures in this video also. Now I am proceeding towards third part, that is single term. Give a single term for each of the following statements. Mounds of sand deposited by wind action in desert. Mounds, small hills, raised particles of sound collected at one place. So mounds of sand deposited by wind action in desert is called, simple way you can know, a small hills of sand in desert, that is called sand dunes. Yes, right, you are right, sand dunes. Second, the process in which gradual, slowly weathering, wearing and carrying away. The process in which a gradual wearing and carrying away of soil particles takes place on the earth surface. धीरे धीरे soil particle carrying away, transferred from one place to another place. You know what is it called? It is called erosion or denudation. Erosion is also known as denudation. Soil erosion, you have heard me. When soil is transported, soil is carried away, it is called soil erosion. With fast running of water, fast flow of wind. So here our right answer will be erosion or denudation. Third question, the process of laying down of sediments carried by various agents of gradation. Various agents of gradation, erosions, they are carrying away the different particles with them. And finally what are done? Finally they deposited them. उसे एक जगह वो जमा कर देते हैं. What is called? It is called deposition. Deposition. Yes. Next question, a mass of moving ice down the slope. Moving ice, big pieces of ice which used to move. That is called glacier. Yes, glacier. And last, removal of the top layer of soil. In the beginning I have discussed in question number 2, erosion. And here is removal of top layer of soil. Soil का remove हो जाना, carrying away of top soil. That is called soil erosion. So in first, sand dunes, second, erosion, third, deposition, fourth, glacier, and fifth, soil erosion. So up to here, I have discussed objective parts. Part A, multiple choice question. Part B, fill in the blanks. Part C, single term, one word for this sentence, these statements. Now I am proceeding towards short answer question and then long answer question. Now I am going to discuss about D part. Answer the following questions in brief. Answer the following question in brief. D1 question is, specify two differences between internal and external processes. You have to show difference between external processes and internal processes. So external forces are caused by external agent, outside agent present outside of the system, but internal forces are the forces applied in the system. External forces will applied from outside, but internal forces will be getting applied in this system from inner part. Second difference, external forces may bring changes on the surface of the earth, because बाहरी जो फोर्स होता है, एक्सटर्नल फोर्स होता है, वो बाहर से अप्लाइड होता है सरफेस पर. It can bring changes on the surface of the earth or object. It may raise or lower the level. External forces या तो लेवल को, सरफेस को रेज, उसके लेवल को ऊंचा कर देगा, हायर कर देगा, लोअर कर देगा. तो एक्सटर्नल फोर्सेस may bring changes on the surface of the earth or object. It may raise or lower the level, but internal forces may result in sudden changes. Suppose earthquake is coming, it is due to internal forces. Suppose volcano eruption, it is not from outside forces, it is due to internal forces. Second question is, name the various agents of gradation. There are so many factors which are bringing changes on the earth's surface, which are bringing changes in the weathering. Running water, glacier, wind, sea waves. Just some months ago you have seen in Uttarakhand how destructive glacier movement was. So running water carrying away different particles with it, soil and many other sediments. Wind, stronger wind used to blow many lighter things, especially soil. And then sea waves, when there is cyclone, you have seen how stronger they are. So if the question is asked, name the various agents of gradation, your answer will be running water, glacier, wind, sea waves, etc. Third, distinguish between transported and residual soil. Distinguish, difference बताना है. The soil is carried away by water, wind, etc. and later get deposited at a new place. From one place it is transported, from one place it is carried away, and at other place it is deposited. Such soil is called transported soil. नाम ही है transported, कहीं से लाया गया, transported soil. Residual soil. Residual soil, when soil is formed by the weathering of a parent rock, original rock, and remains present on the same place, is called residual soil. Residual soil. जब कोई parent rock से, main rock से, due to sunlight, weather factors, sunlight, wind, rainfall, इस सब के कारण जब मेन part of rock, their particles are becoming weak and they get separated from the main rock, but they are not transported, they are present at the same place. That is called residual soil. Fourth, how is delta formed? How is delta formed? A triangular structure. Triangular means triangle shape. A triangular structure formed by the river near its mouth by depositing the silt, sand, sediments over a large area is called delta. triangular structure formed by the river near its mouth. Where is the mouth of the river? When it meets the sea. समुद्र में जब नदी मिलता है, उस जगह पर समुद्र के द्वारा लाए गए अपने जितने भी उसके सिल्ट होते हैं, सेडिमेंट्स होते हैं, कचरे होते हैं, रॉक पार्टिकल्स होते हैं, सॉइल होते हैं, सब उस जगह, क्योंकि नियर द माउथ वेयर द रिवर ज्वाइन द सी, its stream get distributed in different parts. So triangular structure formed by the river near its mouth by depositing the silt, sand, sediments over a large area is called delta. The delta of Ganga and Brahmaputra is the largest in the world. Now question D5. Why is humus formed more rapidly in humid areas? Humid areas में humus ज़्यादा तेजी से क्यों बनता है? Because heavy growth of plants and rich animal life. The area where there will be large growth of plants and more animals, in that area there will be fall of twigs, leaves of plants, trees, there will be animal waste, and when they get mixed one, carried away from one place to another place, get mixed, then those solid materials get decomposed and it becomes dark colored material, that is called humus. So humus is rapidly, fastly formed in humid areas due to heavy growth of plants and rich animal life. So this way I have finished D part. Answer the following question in brief. Now long question answer. E part. Answer the following question. Explain weathering. Mention the factors that affect the rate of weathering and soil erosion. The process that breaks rocks into smaller particles is called weathering. What is called weathering? Process that breaks rocks. किसको break करता है? Rocks को टुकड़ों टुकड़ों में तोड़ता है. The process that breaks rocks into smaller particles is called weathering. The rate at which weathering depends upon, second part है इसका कि weathering will be fast or soil erosion will be fast or slow. It depends on which factors. The rate at which weathering depends upon are first temperature of a place. How much is the temperature? Vegetation कब हो? It is thick vegetation कब हो और thin vegetation कब हो? ज़्यादा पेड़ पौधा है वहाँ या कम है? टेम्परेचर बहुत तेज़ रहता है या कम रहता है? रेनफॉल, हैवी रेनफॉल होता है, मीडियम रेनफॉल होता है, लेस रेनफॉल होता है. स्लोप ऑफ द लैंड, it is plain land and slope. If it will be slope, more slope land, more soil erosion, more weathering. Then it also depends on the types of rocks, which type of rocks they are, which type of soil they are, and then it also depends on changes in land use. If proper method of land use, proper method process of land use, agriculture method is not used in that area, because you know same type of agriculture method cannot be used in plain areas and mountainous areas. If it is slope land, there will be step farming. If it is plain areas, there will be other methods, general farming method. So weathering depends on temperature of a place, vegetation cover, rainfall, slope of the land, type of rocks or soil, changes in land use. Now you can see here E2. Explain the formation of soil with the help of a labeled diagram. Here you can see in the diagram topsoil, subsoil, weathered rock, solid rock at the bottom. Then is above that weathered rock, above that subsoil, and at the top topsoil where grasses and trees are grown. Farming is done. So with this diagram you have to explain also The soil forming process continues over a long span of time. Soil formation process is not a one-day work. For some centimeter thickness of soil, millions of years times is taken. It starts developing in layers, one over the other. When soil is formed, it formed layer one above other. These layers are called horizons. From bottom to top, the lowest horizon is called bedrock. Then comes the horizon of weathered rock, and it's followed by subsoil and topsoil. The topmost horizon is rich in humus. Which layer of the soil is the most fertile? Of course, it is topsoil. Now, E3. What are the major soil types found in India? Give you important characteristics of each. Important types of soil you have to explain. Major soil types. First is alluvial soil. It is the most fertile soil found over a large part of India. It is mainly formed by the deposition of sediments by river. River जो sediments अपने साथ बहा के लाती है, जब पानी वापस जाने लगता है, sediments left at this place. So it is most fertile soil found over a large part of India. It is mainly formed by the deposition of sediments by river and is confined to northern coastal plains. Yes. Black soil. Black soil is found in Deccan Plateau. I mean to say alluvial soil. In the first part, alluvial soil, it is found generally in large part of northern plain. They are also found in coastal plain. Now I will discuss about black soil. Black soil is found in Deccan Plateau. Its property you know, it has an ability to retain moisture and become sticky when it comes in contact of water, when it gets wet. It is largely used for growing cotton. Black soil is also known as cotton soil, popularly known as cotton soil, because it is the best soil for growing of cotton crops. Yes, right. Red soil. Red soil is red in color. नाम से ही clear है. Names clear. Due to why it's red, presence of iron particles, iron ores. It is confined to peninsular India and some places of northeastern parts of India. It is highly porous. Porous soil means which has holes in which winds are present. They are porous, fine grained and deep. That is red soil, generally found in Jharkhand, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, mostly part of it. Laterite soil. It is found over the hill slopes of Peninsula Plateau. This soil is found in the region of heavy rainfall, is found by the leaching process. It is formed due to leaching process. Then desert soil, you know, it is also known as arid soil. It is found in Rajasthan. Then mountainous soil found in Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, etc. So dear students, it is about E2, explain the formation of soil with the help of label diagram. If question is asked for desert soil, then you have to write about desert soil details. If it is asked for any 4 or 5, then these things you can write. Now E3, what are the E3 completed? What are the major soil types found in India? Give one important characteristic of each. Now E4, describe the journey of a river from its source to its mouth. Whole journey of river. नदी की यात्रा कहाँ से शुरू होती है और कहाँ खत्म होता है, ये क्वेश्चन है E4. Have to discuss E4. Describe the journey of a river from its source to its mouth. The river takes birth in a mountain or hill, becomes larger where it is met by a number of tributaries. Where it is met by number of tributaries, a small river joining the big rivers. Those small rivers which are joining the big rivers, they are called tributaries. So rivers takes birth in mountain means river get risen from mountain. नदियाँ पर्वतों से, पहाड़ों से निकलती है, फिर उसमें कई छोटी नदियाँ मिल जाती है, फिर यह प्लेन इलाके में आके बहती है, इट फ्लोज ओवर प्लेन्स, और फाइनली इसकी यात्रा खत्म होती है कहाँ? व्हेन इट रीचेज द सी, जब वो समुद्र में मिलने के लिए जाता है, वहाँ नदियों की यात्रा समाप्त होती है। इन इट्स अर्ली स्टेज रिवर इज यंग, व्हेन इट इज यंग it flows over a steep mountain. It flows over steep mountains where its rate of erosion is maximum. Before meeting the sea, समुद्र में मिलने से पहले, it forms delta near its mouth. I have already discussed. Last question, E5. Why is conservation of soil important? Suggest 3 different ways of soil conservation. Why is conservation of soil important? Suggest 3 different ways of soil. Conservation of soil is important. Conservation means keeping the soil safe. संरक्षण करना, soil का संरक्षण करना, बचा कर रखना, सेव करना, प्रोटेक्ट करना. Conservation of soil is important to prevent soil erosion. क्योंकि अगर soil erosion होगा, soil upper top layer of soil अगर ट्रांसपोर्ट हो गया, कैरीड अवे हो गया, तो उस खेत की फर्टिलिटी, सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी कम हो जाती है. सो कंजर्वेशन ऑफ सॉइल इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू प्रिवेंट सॉइल इरोजन, बिकॉज सॉइल इरोजन कॉजेज डिक्लाइन इन क्रॉप यील्ड, प्रोडक्शन ऑफ क्रॉप्स विल बी लेस, एंड इट क्रिएट मेनी अदर प्रॉब्लम्स टू. बहुत सारी दूसरी समस्याओं को भी ये जन्म देता है. सो नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, हाउ कैन वी कंजर्व, हाउ कैन वी प्रोटेक्ट आवर दिस प्रीशियस सॉइल? Or what are the different ways of soil conservation? First is very easy, you know it, plantation of trees. 100 मर्ज की एक दवा, पेड़ लगाइए, वृक्ष लगाइए और कई बीमारियों को भगाइए. प्लांटेशन ऑफ ट्रीज. फर्स्ट नीड इज प्लांटेशन. सेकेंड इज राइट एग्रीकल्चरल मेथड्स suitable to that area, suitable to that location. Proper agricultural practices, proper agricultural methods, and not only that, proper agricultural practice like crop rotation, multiple cropping method, then types of farming, use of machines, which machines should be used at which areas, where, which crops should be grown in which areas, where. These all things should be considered in mind. Development and management of pasture land. Yes, it is very important. There should be pasture land where cattle can graze. Mass awareness among people. For the soil conservation, it is very necessary that people should come forward. And when people will come forward, and they will know about the importance of soil erosion, how soil erosion is harmful. जब उनको समझ में आएगा soil erosion बहुत नुकसानदेह है, हम उसे कैसे रोक सकते हैं. When they will come to know about soil conservation, importance of soil conservation जनता को जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है. उनके लिए soil संरक्षण करना, soil को बचा कर रखना कितनी आवश्यक है, क्यों ज़रूरी है, तो जनता में जागरूकता लाना बहुत ज़रूरी है. So these are some of the different ways of soil conservation methods. So dear students, this way I have explained all the 5 parts of exercise question answers of chapter 2 Geography class 7 SST book, the earth and phases on its surface of it. So dear students, I hope this video will help you. If still you have any problem, you can write in the comment box. You can send a message in the WhatsApp number. If you have found, if you think the video useful, fruitful, then please press the like button, and if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe it. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.